after I watched The Big Short, I asked myself who would write something insulting our big banks as well as our government. Well, that bold person is Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis actually used to work for a Wall Street investment bank called Salomon Brothers, and then he later became a writer to help readers understand what happened during the financial crisis. And he's written a lot of popular books on economics, banking, baseball, and football, such as the popular ones Moneyball and The Blind Side, which are also films as well. And after I watched the movie, I was pretty surprised that my family didn't know a lot of the details of the financial crisis. And my dad actually did mortgage loans at Wells Fargo Bank. This is the exact one. You could see it on the freeway on the 60, I think. And so mortgage loans are the loans you get when you want to buy a house. Okay, so he gave mortgage loans, started off to immigrants and minorities, which is pretty much how the financial crisis happened. And so I was surprised that my family didn't know the reality of it. I guess we just didn't really pay attention to the details of it. But like most people, my family thought it was the government as well. So, yes, and Michael says that the movie might at least help people understand the reality of it, and he wanted, we actually were able to see his story before another predicted recession happens again. And he says that we should demand vigilant oversight so another one doesn't happen again. He says that there's also never been another movie about Wall Street, and that gets it right. Now, yes, there has been other movies about Wall Street, such as The Wolf of Wall Street. And it's literally about Wall Street, but it's not quite on the level of The Big Short is. It's a little more for entertainment purposes instead of an informational movie that will get you thinking. Okay. So, and it's sad because a lot of people that should have seen the movie The Big Short, they did not go and see it. I asked the people who worked in the shops around the theater, and they either told me one of two things, that they've seen the previews for it or they never even heard about it. I even asked my dentist, who's around 31, he's middle-aged, he's the target audience, and he hasn't seen it either. Okay, Michael Lewis tries to be as vocal as he can about his beliefs because he feels that the government did not go far enough in punishing Wall Street, and he feels that they shouldn't be acting reckless again. So, which is true because the ones who were responsible didn't go to prison and they did not get blamed by the people. The people thought it was the government, like I said before. And Michael Lewis says, and I quote, that what are the odds that people will make smart decisions about money if they don't need to make smart decisions if they can get rich done? So, yes, there are still people who believe it was the government. It's true. And the government didn't even want to interview the guy who predicted the recession, which is sad because we want to know for future times. Okay, so Michael Lewis wrote the book for people to understand what was going on, and the director said, Adam McKay, he's the one in the glasses, said that it was very funny. That's why there's so much humor in the movie. And they had to cast it, Adam McKay and the 4 producers, one being Brad Pitt. They had to cast it so that way the people would actually want to go see the movie. So they put Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling. Brad Pitt had a small role, and then there was 2 other guys that aren't as big, but they did very good in the movie. And then they added in celebrity cameos so that way people would understand the movie throughout it. So the celebrities would explain the movie as it happened. And then it also helped that it was very entertaining, and I recommend that all of you guys see it because it was very good. And it wasn't just some informative movie you'd watch in like one of your classes. Okay, so the directors and the producers put it on the big screen for people like us to see, and so we won't let it happen again for the future generations. And so next time we see the houses selling for more than when they were first built, we won't assume that it is just because it's a good time to sell your house or because of how bad or good the market is. We will know that it is from the banks being greedy and selling mortgage loans and the investors buying bonds. We won't think that the realtors are just amazing. Okay, so as the future generation, let us not let this happen again, and let's control Wall Street so we won't end up in another recession like 2008. Okay, thank you.